Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Man Bites Film. This week we're going to be reviewing two great films that I've recently seen. The first one is available on Netflix, the other one is not. The Intern is the first film I want to go into. This one is available on Netflix. It's a 2015 film. Director Nancy Meyer. If anybody's seen The Holiday, Something's Gotta Give, What Women Want, The Parent Trap, the recent Parent Trap. These are all movies that were written and directed by her. She has a very distinct style. The Holiday in itself, it's such a great film, such an entertaining film. This one is pretty close to that. This is called The Intern. This stars Robert De Niro, Bobby D, one of my favorite actors of all time, of course. You know, the guy is freaking phenomenal. Everything that he touches, every character he puts into play are great characters. It's a fun film, even if he's just in it for a second. He just finds a way to bring a humor or a sarcasm to any role that he touches, and it's awesome. He's one of the classic actors. He's one of the best actors of our time, I think. And the other co-star is Anne Hathaway. This film basically revolves around the 70-year-old widower, Ben, that's we call it, acted by Robert De Niro. And he's bored of retirement, basically. He's like, I don't know what to do with myself. He was apparently a big shot when it came to business and all that stuff, and he was used to 10-12 hour days at a time and just working a lot. And his wife died. What the hell else is he gonna do now? He's kind of like, he flirts with this random girl in the neighborhood, and you know, it just has fun with it, but he doesn't have a family to take care of. He feels bored. So he's like, he sees an ad for a senior intern, and what he takes it as is a senior, meaning, you know, like senior citizen type of intern, and he's like, all right, cool, I'll do that, let's see what happens. So he actually gets hired as an intern for an online fashion retailer, which is just, it's quickly grown, so they're starting off the business and all that stuff, and it's all run entirely by Anne Hathaway's character, Jules Austin, and she is so overwhelmed, so overworked, she's so stressed out because she oversees every aspect of the job, and doesn't have anybody that she could really count on because she's a control freak. So the Robert De Niro's character just basically takes on Jules as like basically like the daughter he never had, and it's very interesting to see their dynamic together, and it's so cool, so good, so well acted out. They have such good chemistry on the screen. It just works so well, the way that they portray the film, and it's so realistic in my opinion. The way that he becomes an intern and then he quickly becomes one of her most trusted assistants, basically. So I really liked this film. I really enjoyed it. It has a lot of heart. It has a lot of punch, and I give this an 8.5 out of 10. I'm very close to saying 9 out of 10. Just, I don't know. There's something about it that I didn't like. It was some aspects. I think it was more of the husband of Anne Hathaway's character. It's kind of a plot line that wasn't necessary, really, and it wasn't really developed out, I think. But again, every movie has its little tiny flaws, and if you want to nitpick every movie, you're gonna find something that you dislike. So I think that's the only reason I didn't give it a 10. But I really did enjoy this film. This is probably one of the best films I've seen from her, and that's saying a lot because I enjoy the hell out of The Holiday. So the next film that I want to go into is Joy. This is a 2015 David O. Russell film starring Jennifer Lawrence, Robert De Niro again, and Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper doesn't come out for the first 45 minutes of the film, so don't be skeptical that his name is on there. He does come out, and he does play a major role in this film. But if you're expecting to see him from first minute, don't. Joy is basically the story of Joy. And she's basically an inventor, a highly motivated woman that loves and allows her imagination to get the better of her in so many scenarios. She grew up with a mom that was kind of out there and kind of just, really out there. All right, her mom loses her husband and all that stuff. Robert De Niro is the father of Joy, and he's kind of like a douche. I don't even know how to say his personality. He has a really weird personality in this film, and he just plays it off well, like always. But he does something very interesting, and he kind of motivates her, and he drives the mom kind of out there, and she becomes attached to like this type of soap operas and all that stuff, and she thinks her life is a soap opera. So the whole story is about Joy and her life with her children and everything, taking care of her children, taking care of her mom, taking care of her father, and taking care of her ex-husband that still lives with her. It's odd. It's a very odd film, a lot of loose storylines intermingling together, and David O. Russell loves doing this, and he does such a good job of it. He makes a tangled tale of different stories and different lives and different lifelines, and then somehow they all mix up and mensch together and do this thing, and it just comes out so well in this film. I really enjoyed this film from beginning to end. It captures your attention from the moment that she's there stressed the hell out because of her kids and everything that's going on in her life, to the moment where she walks into the QVC run by Bradley Cooper and basically tells him, this is my product, this is something that will sell, and sells it. She does it. She makes it. And it is such an inspiring tale. It's such a creative way of telling this story. I really enjoyed it. And she becomes an icon in this film so amazingly, and like she takes the challenges of life and she just grabs it and goes. She grabs it by the balls and goes running. She doesn't walk anymore. It's so interesting. It's such an inspirational film. If you are down in your luck, if you feel like just garbage because you're stuck in the mundane routine of life, watch this film. It will actually uplift you so much that you really enjoy it. I promise you, and you'll come out that much better when you finish watching it. It's a short film and it goes by so quick. So please check this out. Again, the two films that I reviewed today are The Intern, that's streaming on Netflix, and Joy, 2015 film by David O. Russell. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next week on another episode of Man Bites Film.